sensitive? Why everybody so sensitive? Does anybody even give? We feeling babies up with medicine. Yeah.
Ooh, sipping on juice, sitting in the coupe, thinking about school, thinking about you. Come through, sniffing on blue, sniffing on.
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Chris Mohead, aka Rob Savage, aka Robbie Raindrop, and we're here again with another episode of 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. But before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man, because we have a very special guest in the building who goes by the name of
JENAI.
Y'all give it up for JENAI. How you doing today, Miss JENAI?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Before we even get started, I want you to look at that camera and let the people know what it is that you do.
Okay, I am a singer slash songwriter slash music teacher slash entertainment scout, all the above, performer, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. How'd you get started with music?
It's kind of been around my whole life. It's in my bloodline. My grandfather was a musician and a singer. Of course, church girl, grew up in the church. And yeah, music has just been a part of everything. Like, my childhood memories are literally tied to music. That's how I remember my childhood.
Oh, same way, yeah. So JENAI, that's your real name. Mm-hmm. What made you want to go with your real name instead of a stage name?
Quite a few things, actually. So I do have a nickname which used to somewhat be my stage name, even though I never really chose one, and that was Juicy. However, like I said, I'm a church girl. So last year, my first lady at church, she prophesied to me, and she told me, you have to make a decision. Basically, with my real name, I could reach more audiences. I can't go into a corporate world to perform at a corporate event with Juicy, because they're going to be like, oh, why's your name Juicy? So I could leave it for the personal side of things, but I just decided to make my stage life more professional, so I went with my real name.
Yeah, straight up. That's like Titty Boy changed his name to 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? You got to market it. I feel that. Who are some of your biggest influences in music?
That's a good one. So one of my biggest inspirations ever, she's no longer here with us. Her name was Monica Jackson. And I was about 15 when she passed away, and I remember on her deathbed she kind of charged me to life to be who I already knew I was musically, to be the lead, to be up front, to act like I knew what I was doing, because I was kind of hiding behind everybody else, but everybody was already looking to me to be who I am. So that was my biggest inspiration. So I kind of dedicate my entire journey to her now. And then, of course, there are many legends that I look up to, that I learn from, I take notes from, like Kim Burrell and Jasmine Sullivan and Eartha Kitt, way back. Shaka Khan, I'm a big Shaka Khan fan. People like that.
Okay. What's your favorite song to sing?
Ooh. Okay, see, you just hit the nail on the head. So to sing is one thing, to perform is another thing. So
we don't say perform. What's your favorite song to get on stage and perform?
By default, and I kind of blame my friends for this, my favorite song to perform is Ain't Nobody by Shaka Khan.
Oh, okay. Classic. What do you prefer more, singing or songwriting?
Definitely singing. It just comes natural. Like, literally, I probably sing more than I talk sometimes. I'll be walking around, somebody will say a word, and it'll remind me of a song, and I'm going to sing it right there on the spot. Like, that's just life.
Okay, do you have anything in the works, any future projects in the works?
So I am challenging myself this year. I've been fighting with being an artist for a long time, because I just like to perform. I like spontaneous things. But I did challenge myself and say that I am going to put out some music this year. So look forward to that. I can't tell you quite what it is yet, but I will tell you it's something nobody else is doing, and that's why I want to do it.
Okay. Fire. A little bit off of business. What's in your music playlist? Who do you listen to?
Ooh. I listen to a little bit of everything. So I have a degree in music, so I'm classically trained. So some days I might be feeling like opera, might get some Mozart in there, might get, some blues in there, might get some 80s. I love 80s R&B, so it's gonna be a lot of that at all times. And then I'm an early 2000s kid. Well, I'm a 90s baby, but I'm an early 2000s kid. So you're gonna get a little bit of that back in the day too. So yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite movie of all time?
So I'm not really a TV watcher, but if I had to name some like honorable mentions, of course they would all be musicals. So like Dreamgirls, Hairspray. I love the soundtrack from Glitter. That's a Mariah Carey movie, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah. Okay. Come on to be cultured a little bit. Yeah.
If you could work with one creative, dead or alive, who would that be?
Kirk Franklin. I've seen him turn some people into masterpieces beyond his genre, which is initially gospel, but he's a crossover artist at this point. He's a crossover producer at this point, and I've literally watched some people's story and how their entire career, their entire lives have changed just from working with him. So definitely him.
That would be fire. That would be amazing. Do you have any advice for anybody watching?
Creatives or just anybody?
Anybody, whoever you want to speak to, go and give some advice.
Okay, so this is for the creatives out there. My advice would be to definitely take your time, be patient, learn what it means to be humble, never stop being a student. There's always something you can learn. There's always something you don't know. There's always somebody better than you, and that doesn't mean that you're not good. Learn the difference between being good and still being able to learn being humble. That would be my best advice, because that's what changed my life.
Word. It's great advice. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't touch on today?
I think that's it.
That's it. Do you have any final shout-outs?
Just shout out to my family, my friends that came to support me, those who couldn't make it that still pull up any and every time. Of course, shout out to God, because without him, my gift is nothing. And that's it.
That's it. Y'all give it up for JENAI.
Yeah, you couldn't wait for me. I could get it together. Try to get my together. You couldn't wait for me. I could get it together. Go find you one better. A serious